Indian culture always speaks about peace and joy. If that is so, then why Indian gods are seen carrying weapons? Is it some kind of a joke? Is it just any other superstitious belief? Is it symbolism? Or is there any science behind it? You're watching UniWhy, and in this episode we will explore why are Indian gods shown carrying weapons. First things first, people whom we perceive as God understood the strategic importance of weaponry. India had a former president who was both a rocket and as well as a missile scientist. If you look at this bit closely, you will realize that very peaceful people are involved in the production of weapons because they realize that only if you have the necessary weaponry can you maintain peace for the nation. Otherwise, anybody and everybody will walk over you. In other religions, their gods are unarmed but their people are armed. Currently, at least as of when we are making this episode, we are not living in a world where weaponry is unnecessary and self-protection is no longer an issue. Even if you look at some of the most successful nations on the planet, they have generally survived by producing weaponry. Even the biggest business on the planet is arms and armaments. So, you see, our gods had sense. They are very strategic. Because people are always going to gods mostly seeking protection and well-being, an unarmed god was seen as useless, so they armed him. But you also need to understand that they also have other symbols of peace. It is like an olive branch and a gun at the same time. Now you might think, well, I understand that it is strategic, a type of symbolism, but why are actually gods seen carrying weapons? What is it that they are trying to convey? What's the ultimate point? You know, one thing that even most of the Indians tend to misunderstand is God is meant for either peace or violence, but the truth is, it is neither. Ultimately, it's just to make us understand that what we symbolize as God is just the highest aspect of life. Life is neither peace nor violence. It is a complex mixture of many things, and both peacefulness and violence are very much involved in it. You might see people often relaxing in their garden. They think the garden is so peaceful. But here's the thing, that's not true. If you dig beneath the earth, there is a huge fight constantly going on for survival between the roots, the worms, the earth and different creatures. Moment to moment, millions of them are being killed, millions of them are being born. In Indian culture, peace is not seen as to what happens outside. Peace always tends to what is happening within you. That's the reason why so much of inner exploration such as yoga, meditation were explored to know the essential nature of life. If you look at the surface of your garden or the forest, people always thought the forest is a peaceful place. But is it really? In fact, a forest is a very violent place. Have you noticed when something gets violent, you say it is like a jungle? Because you realize that somewhere, a jungle is a very violent place. Every moment, somebody is trying to kill somebody. Small and big, it is constantly happening. If you think a jungle is peaceful, your vision is very superficial. If you look a little deeper into life, you will understand there is no such thing as peace or violence. The life process involves both creation and destruction. It is always on. Within yourself, you can be either peaceful or in turmoil, but outside, you have no choice. Life involves all aspects. So gods were depicted with all aspects. If you observe in the 10 hands, not all the hands are carrying weapons. This is just to symbolize the peak of all aspects of life, not just for violence or for peace. So there it is. Now you know why are Indian gods shown carrying weapons. Which question do you think we should answer next? Let us know in the comment section below. And remember, if you don't know why, ask it on UniWhy. We will see you in the next episode. Until then, have a good one.